Oh, I've seen some nasty stuff, but this is awful. Oh my God, it absolutely reeks in here. I don't even know how a floor gets like this. The walls, everything is just absolutely filthy. So I'm standing out front of a duplex that I bought about a year ago. Since I've owned the property, I haven't been able to collect a single dollar in rent. Both tenants stopped paying. One tenant, I had to pay $5,000 just to get her out. The other one strung us along for months, and we had to go through a full eviction. Court, trial, sheriff, the whole thing. That took about 6 months. This is my first time inside the property since we've got it vacated, and to be honest with you, I'm genuinely nervous to see how they left this place. If you're new to the channel, I buy a lot of different houses. Some of them are fix and flips, other ones are rental properties like this. And to be quite honest, sometimes deals go completely sideways. So if you want to follow along, hit subscribe. Now let's go check this place out. I always like to take a look at what I call the big three, which are roof, windows, and siding on the exterior, because those three items are a major expense. One positive thing on this place so far is that siding is vinyl and the windows are also vinyl. So I'm hoping that we can salvage both of those. Usually vinyl siding lasts a long time unless there's been some sort of like tenant inflicted damage to it. As far as from the elements go, it usually stays intact for quite some time. My one question on this place is the roof, because we do have some large trees out front here, as you can see. I would assume are shedding needles all over our roof. So I'm just kind of stepping back here, and just like I suspected, we have got a roof covered in moss. So at first glance, I would say that this roof does need to be replaced, and I would say windows and siding at this time, I would say can be salvaged. Of course, we might find something different during our walkthrough, but at this point, that's kind of what I'm thinking for the exterior. All right, let's go check this place out. I figured the inside would be rough, but what I actually found, I was not prepared for. I gotta be honest with you, I am pretty nervous to open this door. Just based on past experiences with units end up looking like after an eviction, it's many times not good. Oh my God, it absolutely reeks in here. They clearly had a bunch of pets in here. It just smells like pet urine and poop. Oh God. So the carpet and flooring has actually already been torn out. I would assume, I think our trash out guys came through this unit already. Just for context, all the flooring has already been ripped up, but look in the hallway there at the amount of dirt that was underneath the old flooring, which I would assume was carpet in this room. Yeah, it was definitely carpet. We still have tack strips laid down below the baseboard trim. And I know a lot of people comment in the channel that they're always like, oh, carpet is disgusting. Don't put carpet in your houses. Yes, it can hold a lot of dirt, but I mean, this is a whole nother level. This is not due to carpet. This is due to just people having 4 dogs running around in a unit and never cleaning it. Like, look at the walls. I'll do my best to showcase it in the camera here, but this entire place is destroyed. From what I'm seeing so far, this is a complete disaster. If this living room area is any indication of what the rest of the house looks like, we're not gonna be able to save a single thing in this entire unit. Oh my God. Here's where the laundry goes. Look at this. So here's where the washer dryer go. I mean, they clearly had one or many dogs in here. I mean, look at the trim on the back door. It's literally just clawed to absolute shit. This is insane. Look at how dusty this place is. I mean, look at the fridge alone on how much just dust was on the fridge. You can see where every magnet was and everything on the walls. So I was really hoping we were gonna be able to salvage some of the things in the unit. It would have been really nice to be able to save this cabinetry and paint it, throw some hardware on it, but I don't know. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think this cabinetry could be saved? Like, could we clean this up? Maybe paint the cabinets white, throw some new hardware on it. So the way I see it, there's 2 paths to take on this kitchen, and some more investigating on the cabinetry is gonna need to be done before we can decide, but option A is full gut. Gut everything, do all new cabinets, counters, appliances, everything. Option 2 would be to try to save the cabinetry, paint it, throw some hardware on it, and then just do new countertops and appliances. Here's what we're dealing with under the sink here. I always like to look under the sink just to see if there's any water damage taking place in the sink basin cabinet. It looks like it's not fully rotted out, but there's definitely been some leakage over the years. Good Lord, guys. I just can't believe how gnarly this unit is. Everything has to go. Oh no, what is that? We got no power on in this place. I was gonna try to light this up a little for you. So we got a bathroom down on this main floor, and look at this floor. There is some serious damage on this floor. Like, I don't even know how a floor gets like this. Is this from like a dog clawing at it or animal damage or what? So this bathroom obviously is a full go. This is a significant added expense in just redoing this subfloor area in this bathroom. I really did not budget for any sort of subfloor repair. That really sucks. So a little bit about this property. There are 2 units here. Like I mentioned, it's a duplex. Each side is around 1,200 square feet. As you can see, they're like a townhouse style duplex where you kind of have your living and kitchen on the main floor, and upstairs is where I'm assuming the 2 bedrooms plus an additional bath are. So let's head upstairs. Hopefully things don't get any worse. Look at this stairwell. The walls, everything is just absolutely filthy. Guys, keep in mind, someone was living in this unit literally like 2 weeks ago. Like, this is insane. Oh. Look at the cobwebs just heading into a bedroom. Okay, so we're here at the top of the stairs. Looks like we got a bedroom, bathroom there, and then just your standard size bedroom here, but I mean, look at this. So our baseboard heater has clearly been tampered with. I don't know, one, why the cover's missing. All of the fins, or whatever you call them, are bent. They may have messed with the wiring on these things too. The hits just keep coming, and the budget just keeps racking up. And again, I don't know what they were doing in here, but clearly messing with something that they shouldn't have been. So let's check out bedroom number 2, and then we'll head into the bathroom. Pretty straightforward in here. Again, these are kind of your standard size bedrooms, probably 11 by 11 or so. No surprises in here so far, so that's good. Okay. Oh my Lord. I don't know if I've ever seen this much filth before. Check this out. Look at the top of this toilet. It is literally got 1/8 of an inch of dust on it. And then looking in the bathtub, was this their gardening center? Were they growing potatoes in here? What in the world is actually happening? I've seen some nasty stuff, but this is awful. I truly cannot believe that someone was living in this just a couple weeks ago. I'm just kind of scratching my head, like, what causes someone to just kind of let things go to this point? I'm not going to pass judgment. I don't know their situation. Obviously, they couldn't pay rent, but I feel like they'd be able to wipe down some surfaces for their own well-being, at least. The first unit was bad, really bad, but I still had the other side to walk through, and I wasn't ready for what was in there. So that wraps up the first unit. Now on to door number 2. There's no lockbox on this thing, so we're gonna have to go on a little scavenger hunt here and find the keys. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, we're in. Thinking the lockbox might be in the backyard or something. On a positive note, all the siding on this side of the house looks good. Love to see that. So while I'm walking through the backyard, I'm just noting some other items that are gonna cost us some money. One would be getting rid of these storage sheds. That's a maybe item. Looks like each unit has their own storage shed, and it also provides a little bit of a buffer to the neighboring units. So if those are salvageable, we might actually want to keep them. This is going to need some work. I don't know if you can see this fence over here, but it's leaning pretty good. It's not the worst thing. A little bit of fence repair, you know. These doors have seen better shape, so if we are gonna keep them, we're gonna need to figure out how to put those back together. And quite honestly, what is the purpose of this? Hopefully this is just randomly set here and supposed to be some sort of support. Fantastic, I think I found the keys here. All right, let's see what this next unit has for us. And we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that we've seen the worst of it. So I just noticed something painted above the back door of this second unit here. Boss lady. Hopefully we don't encounter her inside. Heading into this next unit, this is the tenant where we had to do a cash for keys with, who also stopped paying rent. Gotta love being a landlord. So right out the gates, this one does not smell as bad. Obviously a positive. There is a bunch of debris on this floor, which I'm wondering what this is all from. This is kind of crazy. There's lots of crap here. Okay, so far this kitchen is in much better shape, which I'm excited to see, because after that first unit, I could really use a pick-me-up. I'm really hoping we can salvage this kitchen because this one isn't even half as bad as the previous one we just walked. Holy shit. Are you freaking kidding me? That is a dead rat. Dude, it's been sitting there for a while too. Literally decomposing on the floor. That's a big sucker too. Nasty. Okay, so that's not great. Those things usually don't travel alone. Oh my gosh. There's some rat scat right there, or some sort of scat. We could have ourselves a bit of a rodent problem. I don't know. Okay, so other than that, this unit is so far much better. I was gonna say this unit is much cleaner than the other, which is crazy to say given that there's a dead rat in the dining room, but this thing is cleaner. So I believe these units are basically a model match from side to side, so we're probably gonna see the exact same layout for both units. So far, that's what I'm seeing. We got our powder bath down here, and all the living area is on the main. You got your kitchen, rat-infested dining room back there, and then you have your living room off of the front door, just like we did at the other unit. So this place still has the carpet in it. I mean, it's absolutely destroyed. If I'm gonna compare the units and comparing just the walls and trim, like all the trim still has to go. It's been DIY'd, painted over. It looks awful. The amount of just filth on the walls in the other unit compared to these walls are in much better shape, much cleaner. So far, man, if it wasn't for that dead rat, I'd be pleased with this unit. Okay, so let's head upstairs and check out the rest of the unit. Holy crap, that surprised me a little bit. You can probably see those. They're literally mirrors on the risers of the stairs. That's a first. It tripped me out because I saw my reflection. No way. Another giant dead rat on the freaking stairwell. 2 dead rats, 1 unit. This deal just keeps getting worse. Oh my God. I'm just hoping for no more rats at this point. They literally send chills down my spine. Okay, so what I'm seeing at the top of the stairs is a model match on the other unit. We have a bedroom, bathroom in the middle, and then we have a bedroom out the front of the unit. So let's just take a quick look here. Everything looks the same in here. The carpet is just destroyed, which I'm not surprised. You know what'd be crazy? I just had this thought to put up some game cameras in here and just see what type of rodent activity is scurrying around in the middle of the night. Whew. Hit me in the comments. Should we set up some game cameras in here? Maybe there's a whole dang colony of them living in here. All right, bedroom number 2. This carpet is just destroyed. Look at the seams here. I don't know, I can't tell what it looks like in the camera, but it's gone. Oh look, the previous tenant was an artist. That's clearly gonna stay. You know what really sucks is when tenants decide to repaint the units that they are renting without approval, and not only do they do a terrible job, they choose awful colors that then have to be repainted over. I don't love it. Okay, let's quickly poke our head in the bathroom upstairs. Oh, we got power in this unit. That's odd. More beautiful colors on the walls. All in all, this bathroom isn't terrible. This is about what I would have expected. So actually, this is some positive news given the situation. I do think we're gonna be able to salvage this bathroom, which is a big cost savings. That probably saves us anywhere from 5 to 7 grand just by being able to keep the shower enclosure, keep the vanity, just remove some of that goofy tile work that they did, replace the toilet, put up a new mirror, new vanity light, etc. And this bathroom, from a rental standpoint, will be perfect. And it will save us a ton of money, which we need, given the amount of budget swell that has taken place during this walkthrough. I'm gonna grab a shovel out of my truck. We gotta get rid of these rodents so that they don't just like continue to decompose in this unit. I just don't need it to smell any worse or attract any other varmints or anything like that. Let's go grab a shovel, get rid of the rodents, then we'll get into the numbers on this deal. Always got to keep the gear locked up. Okay, well, I got some bad news. Usually I keep a couple of shovels with me because you never know when you're gonna need one. I do got to get those rats out of this property. We can't just leave them in there. My only other option, throw some rubber gloves on. I don't love that. We're gonna have to get that fixed. To be honest with you, this is not what I thought I'd be doing today. Go!
Come on!
You know what? I just found this in the backyard. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little hesitant to pick it up even though I got a glove on. It just doesn't feel right. Oh! Things... Oh! No way. Oh! Okay, got one down. Oh, we got one more to go, guys. One more to go. I think I'm ready to go home. Oh. Oh, okay. Actually, this one worked out pretty good. We'll toss them right there for now. Oh, that just gives you the heebie-jeebies. I think I'm about to go home and jump straight in the shower after that. A little hand sanitizer. It's always a good idea. All right, the rats are gone, so now let's talk some numbers. So as far as the exterior goes, fence needs some repair. The roof is shot. We're gonna need exterior paint. Basically, the only thing that can be saved is the siding, and I believe we're gonna be able to save the windows, which is a good thing. But at the same time, once we get in there and actually start moving all the latches and everything, who knows how many busted latches or blown seals. I didn't count those out on the walkthrough. That's something that we'll have to firm up during our scope of work with our contractors. So let me break down where we're at on this deal. We bought this duplex for $400,000. Each side rents for around $1,600 a month, so we should have been bringing in around $3,200 a month on this property. Instead, we have collected zero rent, not a dollar, for almost a full year. So that's almost $40,000 in lost rent alone. Now, after walking both units today, this is not a standard rental turn. This is dang near a full renovation. Again, we're gonna see if we can save one of the kitchens. We're gonna see if we can save one of the bathrooms. We'll do our best to cost save there. Quite honestly, I don't see how we get out of here for less than 30 grand a side. On top of that, you have a roof, you have exterior paint, you have some fencing, etc. So quite honestly, I think the renovation on this is gonna cost around $80,000. That puts our total investment on this deal at $480,000. On top of that, we have around $40,000 in lost rental income that we haven't been receiving. Fixed up, I think this property is worth somewhere in the $525,000 range. If we sell it, we're looking at maybe a $45,000 gross profit. So the question becomes, do we renovate both units, get them rented up, get them producing some cash, and just hold this thing as a rental, let appreciation do its thing, we'll make some money on the long term? Do we just say, hey, this is a tough one, let's renovate the units, let's just sell it on the back end for whatever profit we can get and move on with our lives? Honestly, I don't know yet. This has been a major thorn in our side dealing with this tenant over the last year. Part of me wants to just move on. Either way, there's gonna be a big renovation that takes place here. So if you wanna follow along and see what we end up doing on this property, whether we keep it for a rental or we just decide to renovate it and sell it off and move on with our lives, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, drop me a comment, let me know what you would do. Would you keep this property, rent it out? Or given what we've been through, would you just say, hey, I'm gonna fix this thing up, sell it, and move on? By the way, guys, I'm always buying properties, so if you've got something that you might want to sell, go to selltojesse.com. I've put a link to the website in the description. Fill out a quick form and we can have a chat. All right, we'll see you on the next one. See ya.